This is the Self-Aware Leader Podcast. Now your host, Jason Rigby.
I get super excited when you guys DM me, or I get comments or messages on Twitter and YouTube. And I got a YouTube comment that was very heartfelt. And I think it brought up something that I need to talk a little bit more about. And I got a lot of comments on the loneliness, and we got a lot of views on it. And that video was on, and my videos, I haven't got, comfortable, I would say the word, enough to just do the episodes on video. I love doing the audio. I will be making some more videos. I'm going to start some YouTube shorts based off of the episodes and stuff like that. But I really want to talk about the dichotomy of loneliness. And what this person brought up was embracing solitude for personal growth. And I had talked about mainly about, how dangerous it could be with loneliness in the sense of not having human connections. But the other side of it, the dichotomy of it, is sometimes it's good to embrace solitude for personal growth. Why? Because today's fast-paced and interconnected world, you can get so caught up in doing, being, that you don't take the time, and this is the podcast title, you don't take the time to be self-aware enough. And the only time you can really reflect, like this comment was talking about, the only time you can really reflect is when you are withdrawing in a healthy way. You're withdrawing, allowing yourself to be able to be yourself, allowing yourself to be able to heal, allowing yourself to be self-aware enough to look at the growth that you need to have. And I want to explore the significance of embracing solitude. And I think it is, and I agree 100% with the comment, it is an essential part of our personal growth journey. And I think it can lead also, this is the dichotomy, it can lead into deeper connection with others because we are being more self-aware. So let's look at the power of solitude. We view loneliness as something to be avoided. And I think that's where this comment came in, where that's what it seemed like I was saying, like avoid being lonely. But we need to allow ourselves to experience loneliness and then approach it with a compassionate inquiry. Because you can gain a lot of invaluable insights into your emotions and underlying reasons for your feeling of isolation. And sometimes I think it's healthy that you have that feeling like, I don't really feel like going out tonight. I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to read a book, or I'm going to do some journaling. Those things are healthy. Or today, I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm just going to kind of relax, do some meditation because my body's, kind of hurting. I did that the other day. I decided not to go to the gym just because I needed some rest. I had been going, 7 days a week, and I just felt like my body needed to rest, and I went back to bed and I slept an extra hour and a half instead of going to the gym. And that's a form of kind of isolation. That's a form of putting yourself first, taking care of yourself. And in this state of solitude, we can reflect on our own perceptions. And I think this introspection enables us to confront our emotions and then gradually, in a loving way, shift our mindset. So you can actually transform loneliness into a state of being alone without feeling isolated. And I think that's the key. In the last episode I was talking about is this people feeling isolated and then going down that dark rabbit hole of being, isolated, not having friends, not per se the healthy way of embracing solitude and learning to appreciate its transformative power. And I think we become more resilient and better equipped when we can take the time to look at life's challenges from a different perspective with awareness in a loving, non-judgmental way and say, okay, this is this life's challenge that I'm facing right now. I'm going to be the observer, look at it without any judgment, bring love to it, bring loving awareness to it. And then this challenge, I'm going to see how I can navigate it with my higher self. Like, how would this eternal wisdom that I have inside of me, how will that navigate this challenge? Because it's done it 10,000 million times before. So let's get into this awakening process. And I talk a lot about this on my other podcast that I have with Alexander McKay It's called Higher Density Living, and it's a spiritual podcast, and we get into a lot of this in that. So I'm familiar with this process. But embracing solitude as a means of personal growth is a crucial aspect of the awakening process. As we become more self-aware, we're better able to recognize our emotional needs, our strengths, our vulnerabilities. And in this newfound evolving understanding, it enables us to cultivate healthier relationships, first with ourselves and then with others. And we can approach different interactions, like on the freeway of emotions, on the freeway of relationships. We can look at things, we can kind of slow down, get on the country road, relax, and look around and look at things with greater empathy, greater compassion. And the cool part about self-awareness is you become more emotional intelligent. And it allows us, when we take these moments of solitude, when we relax and we become more self-aware, it helps us to transition back into the world. And this power of solitude for personal growth, it gets us kind of as a catalyst, ready to step back into the world. And we step back into the world stronger and healthier. And time spent in introspection and self-reflection prepares us to engage with others more authentically and meaningfully. And we can embrace